If you watching this video right now want some business credit cards and you think that Capital One is the way to go to help your business grow, do not do it. Well, don't do it until after you watch this video, because hopefully I can really knock some sense into you. Because in fact, if you get that card, it could actually slow your business down without you even realizing it. Not too sure what I'm referring to? Don't worry, I got you. Because in today's lesson, I'm gonna break down how the Capital One business credit cards are actually a trap if you're serious about building business credit and accessing business funding the right way. So what I want you to do is go grab your pen and paper. No, really, go grab your pen and paper, because I want to make sure you don't miss any of these steps when it comes to Capital One on the business side. And without further ado, let's dive in. All right, ladies and gents, so quick disclaimer. Number one, I'm not saying that Capital One on the business side is just the worst thing ever. I'm not saying it's like open sky or something on the personal side. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying that you have to be very, very strategic when it comes to utilizing Capital One's business credit card products, okay? And let me actually break down what I mean, because let's start with the Capital One offers. Let's start with, some pretty good things. With their business credit card, starting with the Spark Classic, it's made for people with fair credits. So if you have maybe like a collection on your credit report, maybe a late payment, there's still a possibility that you can still get approved for this credit card, okay? A lot of other banking institutions on the business side really kind of turn their nose up if you have any type of negatives on your credit report. I know there's some outliers. I mean, I've helped them before, but for the most part, they really want you to have a clean file. With the Spark Classic, if you have fair credit, they'll give you a business credit card. Now, with this business credit card, there's no annual fee, and it's 1% cash back on all purchases. Pretty basic credit card, and it's a business credit card. Now, with the Spark Cash or the Spark Miles, this is part of their top tier offer. Besides like the Venture X and things like that, you get 2% cash back and some points instead. These are the higher approval standards, okay? So if you have like the 700s, 715s, then this is going to be great for you. With that being said, there are a catch when it comes to having these cards, and the catch is they all report to your personal credit. Every swipe, every balance, every single payment, and every single mistake, ladies and gents. All of these cards report to your personal account. This is why I'm not a fan of them, okay? It's the hidden problem. Here's what most people miss. When you use the Spark card for your business, you're not just spending it on your company. You're literally risking your personal credit every single time. Now, I know there are going to be some of you stating, hey, it does not matter. I'm going to make sure that I pay it off on time. I'm going to make sure I make that minimum payment so no late payments get on my credit. I think that this is a really good card. Yeah, and it might be a good card for you. It wouldn't be a good card for me or anybody else, because I don't want any business products popping up on my personal credit without me wanting it to do that. That defeats the purpose of the business credit cards or business credit products. Because imagine this, let's say you got approved for $10,000 with one of these business credit cards, and that's your credit limit. You charge a $5,000 business expense. Let's say you had to go get some type of software or more inventory, anything of that nature. You charge $5,000, that's a 50% utilization. Your personal credit is going to drop. It does not matter even if you make that minimum balance payment, it does not matter. And it's not because you're irresponsible, but it's because the system doesn't care why you spent the money. It just sees the balance, all right? This is why I tell everybody about your algorithm. You have to be strategic when it comes to utilizing certain things. Now, if you're one of those people where, hey, if I get $10,000, I don't need to apply for any other business credit products, I don't need to apply for any personal credit products for a very, very long time, then you have nothing to worry about. Then I have nothing to say to you. Go get every single, Capital One, business credit card. This doesn't apply to you. But for all my people that say, hey, they're probably only gonna give me X amount of dollars, I know I'm gonna need more capital. This is just really to help me get started. This is not going to be the card for you. Because imagine you go apply for a mortgage, car loan, or any other personal credit line. You're going to be flagged, not because of your lifestyle, but because of your business activity. That's not fair to you. If your name is Bob LLC should not be affecting Bob, especially if they're all in positive standing. That removes the veil of the business credit products. You're a growing company, but your personal credit takes a hit. That doesn't, again, there's a veil that's supposed to be there when it comes to the business credit products. All of my business credit cards do not report to my personal side. The only time it will is if I default, which God forbid I never will, or you never will. And that's what you want. You want to be able to invest without so much headache. Does that make sense? But let's go even deeper. High utilization, your score drops. New accounts, now your debt to income ratio changes, ladies and gents. Your debt to income is now changing. So anytime you want to get that loan, it's not going to work. And your credit age goes down. Okay? You got a missed payment, one slip up, lives on your personal credit for 7 years unless you know how to dispute it. And of course, if you default on the business side, it'll do the same thing. But I'm just saying, just to show you how this actively works. It's like a personal credit card with just your business name on it. Because I'm going to continue to reiterate this to you no matter what. So if you have this card, I do recommend that you do not use this card. If you have been using it, I do recommend that you need to pay it off so you can lower your utilization, okay? There are so many other better places out there. I'm going to give you 2 places right now that can help you, in so many other better, avenues. Starting with number 1, Skylar Credit Union. I haven't even talked about Skylar Credit Union on my channel yet. The reason why I'm bringing them up now is because, forgive me, I've been using Skylar for a while, but I never actually took a deep dive to see if it was non-geo restricted. And I seen Credit Plug talk about it. And then I talked to my business relationship manager there, and they're like, yeah, we're non-geo restricted. Anybody can pretty much apply if they meet the qualifications. And if you've been rocking on my channel for a while, I always tell people, look at the credit unions in your backyard, because it's the credit unions that you see there that we don't know about that could be a hidden gem for you, especially in your town, okay? But enough about that. Let me keep talking about Skylar. Skylar offers, business credit lines up to $50,000, and that's real business funding. And when you apply for that under your business name, there's no reporting to your personal credit unless you default, okay? And I'm gonna have a whole breakdown of Skylar Credit Union about this, really just going over their business products and then also their personal products. But it's a very, very good credit union, and they're very, very for the people. I would say it's more so in that Navy Federal realm when it comes to this. $50,000, that is super, super beneficial. And the next one I just want to talk about is KeyBank. I know I've talked about KeyBank on my channel every now and then, but KeyBank has over 2 or 3 cards that offer 0% interest for the first 6 months on the business side. So while you're in reinvest mode, now you're in growth mode, there's no interest that's being barked up on the money that you're utilizing. So if you get $20,000 on a KeyBank credit card on the business side, you get 0% interest. So now you get to use $10,000 of that with no interest and really start gearing up and growing your business the way however you need to. And again, no reporting to personal credit unless you default. So at the end of the day, what I'm telling you, ladies and gents, never default. Just make sure that you make the minimum payment on the business side and you'll be fine. I promise you. But at least it doesn't just automatically go to that side. You also have other issuers like American Express Business. They have a lot of good, startup business like the Blue Cash and things like that. Chase Inc. is a good one. And then if you have NAV that helps you with your business credit, it also gives you some, locations and avenues of what you could possibly be approved for. If you don't have NAV and you're trying to build business credit, click the link below because you can get that and you can get a business trade line added to your business credit within seconds. Now, let's recap. The Capital One business credit cards might not be super ideal for you at this time, all right? And again, I know that Fair Credit business credit card is tempting, but I'm telling you, it's going to hurt you in the long run. So if your credit isn't where it needs to be, and I'm talking about on the personal side, then you have to fix it. And if you feel like you don't know how to actively fix it or you don't have time to actively do it, then what I want you to do is utilize me. Utilize the How to Credit Start program. And this is literally for personal and business owners that are looking to clean their credit. And I will help you also get some strategies to lower your utilization, remove those errors, and get you fundable the correct way. I'm pretty sure that you want $50,000 of 0% interest instead of $5,000 reporting to your personal credit. You don't want that, all right? You want the first option. So what I'm gonna do in this program is help you clean your credit and then get you ready for funding so you can get the $50,000, $75,000, or $100,000 or even more without the headache of messing up your personal credit. I want to thank you guys for stopping by. I really hope that this helps one of you guys. If you do have Capital One and you're utilizing it the right way and you actually know a strategy, Let me know in the comment section of how we can actively utilize that so we can help everybody grow, because I'm pretty sure there's somebody out there using Capital One the right way. Again, I want to thank you guys for stopping by, and until next time, ladies and gents.